It's a huge honor and privilege to have Ajay Devgn, Tabu and Shriya Saran with us. Their film Drishyam is coming up. There's a huge buzz around the film as well. Huge pleasure to have you guys first of all on board.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And so in fact, you've been saying in your interviews that people keep on asking me that when am I going to do a film like Zakhm, and now it's finally
You're one of
here.
them.
I'm one of them, and I'm very happy when I saw the
So now I've done it, and
Yeah,
I was waiting for the right script, and
Right.
when I found one which was outstanding and felt like I've not heard anything like this before,
Ji.
I immediately said yes.
You've worked with Ajay Devgn in the past. In fact, you hold the fact that Vijay Path was one of your earlier successful films. So how have you seen his growth as an actor? You've worked with him in a film called Takshak,
Yeah.
which many people have not seen it, but it's a beautiful Govind Nilani film as
Right.
well. So how have you seen his growth as an actor and as a star?
His growth has been phenomenal.
Right.
He occupies one of the strongest positions in the film industry, and I'm totally proud of it, and I'm very happy about it. And along with the fact that he's such a big star and bankable star, he's also a wonderful actor, fantastic actor I think he's one of the very few actors who has done all kinds of roles, all kinds of characters, and been equally convincing in them, and also made successes out of all the different kinds of films that he's done.
Right.
You know, so for me it's a thing to be proud about.
In fact, you've said that you generally don't enjoy promoting a movie, but this time around you are enjoying the promotions.
Yeah, I'm very relaxed because he's there, and I think
when
he
we're all
made sure.
comfortable together, so
Yeah.
you know, it's
all three of us.
yeah.
I think are very. We have a good equation with each other,
Right.
and because he also makes it easy for people around him. He makes sure that we do less stuff, less work, aram se, relax. So it doesn't become like
I'm
a
lazy, so I make everybody lazy.
But he is very punctual. You know, he's
Punctual,
amazingly punctual actually.
Because I want to leave early. You don't understand the point.
The questions are not finished, his answer is
Yeah.
kind of okay. In fact, a friend of mine in the office, and he had this, basically he was a bit perplexed, and he had this question that Shriya Saran is too beautiful and too young to play like a mother to a teenage daughter. So,
You know, technically, I would answer this.
Ji.
When you see the film, you come to know that why she is playing a mother to a teenage daughter, and that is a part of the film which
be revealed,
gradually which reveals later.
okay, but it still remains that he looks way too.
My
Yeah.
mother is very beautiful. And
Yeah. Okay, must be. must be. Okay.
I'm
and-
sure your mother is very beautiful.
Absolutely, mothers are always beautiful.
Mothers
and-
are beautiful.
But it's also
Hopefully.
like about the young factor that she looks way too young and.
Which he
that's why.
said you'll.
Okay.
That you
now
talk about.
I think Meena has played your character in Malayalam, and apparently it was really appreciated. So, have you seen the film? And
I saw it 2 years back when the movie was released. But no, I didn't see it before starting the film because I feel I've done before remakes of one language into another.
Right.
And I feel when you watch it before, you kind of get to, it leaves an impact.
You get
And
influenced.
Yeah. And I didn't want that. And she's done a great job. Everyone in the film has done a great job in that one. But I just wanted it to be my version.
okay, in fact, I think that's one of the reasons that you've not seen the
I have not
original, because you did not want Mohan.
Yeah, because he's a fabulous actor, and you know, I didn't want to get influenced. So that's the reason I didn't see it.
So you've said that there are some films which grow by word of mouth, and they remain for a longer period of time. So Drishyam is one film that you said is something that will grow by word of mouth.
I'm sure when you're confident about the film,
Ji.
see such films, you also know that, you know, they're word of mouth films because they're very difficult to promote. You know, you don't have item numbers, you don't have action, you don't have such things. You have thrill and drama, which after the first show people start talking about, and then how it connects. So, and then there are some films which are completely commercial, in the sense with all this stuff, and good films also. So they also run along. And then there are these hit and run cases. So you promote in such a way, and before the audience realizes they were hit, run away after the weekend. So cover everything in the weekend.
You're talking about Action Jackson?
No, that maybe, but in a way. But I'm not saying the intention of these films were wrong.
Absolutely.
Sometimes things go wrong.
in fact, we've spoken about the box office factor many times, but somehow when we talk about Zakhm or Ganga Jal, we're not really interested in the box office, because those films in itself, you can watch it at any point of time.
Exactly. And that's why I answered this question when all of y'all used to ask me, when are you going to do a film like this? I said, the day I get a script which is beyond box office.
Absolutely.
And now I really feel that Zakhm and Ganga Jal did very well.
Right.
But
Absolutely.
if it would have released in today's times when the multiplexes have come in, you know, it would have been a different story altogether.
Absolutely.
So now the audience is ready for such films. We've seen it in the recent past that there are films which have just grown like Piku.
Absolutely.
So I think the audiences are ready, and they're ready to see good films also. So we have a good balance.
You've seen that in Heather in recent times, that the sort of acclaim
That is also one of them.
that the movie got, right?
It did very well. It started slow, but it did very well.
Right. And more than the box office, the sort of acclaim that it received, and 5 national awards after that. And somewhere, do you feel vindicated when people love the film, and apart from the fact that it is doing well commercially as well?
Vindicated.
And you know, many people have this feeling that how can you play a mother to Shahid Kapoor? You look so beautiful, actually. Seriously.
Thank you.
Seriously.
You're trying to say Shahid is ugly?
It's not that. Primarily in the sense he's like a grown-up
How can you
guy.
play a mother?
Grown-up boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that is.
So we have 2 actresses who played mother to grown-up.
She's like a teenage, but this one is like a
Full-grown
actually. Yeah.
man.
But I think that's the fun today. You know, you
Yeah.
can do
You
what
can
you
do
want.
Anything,
yeah.
and you don't get
You're not
typecast.
limited
can't.
with
Yeah,
your
yeah.
age or anything.
Ji, bilkul.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But as an audience, maybe when I saw her, I did feel that. But I think her performance just was so strong.
Right.
And after a point, you're just looking at her, not at, she's just so good.
Also,
No, absolutely.
thank you. Also, the script needed it because it had an Oedipal
Exactly.
undertone.
Complex.
So
is
you
right.
had to cast somebody who's not so much older than him, and you could not have an age gap between the mother and son so much, because the sexuality or whatever
Exactly.
the chemistry between
Undercurrents
both of
of
them,
that, right.
had to come through.
Ji.
You can't say it in so many words, but you had to bring it
has
out
to be felt,
between.
right.
Yeah, it
Right,
has
absolutely.
to be felt.
Right.
So that's why it was me. So
Right.
that was the reason.
Talking about the box office part of it, that it's the longevity of a movie, which somehow maybe just transgresses the amount of money that it has made in the box office. So what are your views? Because you've had several films like that. You've had many films like that.
Yeah, I think the films that leave a lasting impression on people's
Ji.
minds, that come up in discussion all the time and in different ways. Everything has its own charm. I feel box office success, you cannot discount and you cannot write it off, because finally we are
Absolutely.
all making movies so that they become
Ji.
hits. And that is the barometer for the success of a film largely. But also you cannot discount the fact that you want your film also to be appreciated by one and all.
Absolutely.
So whatever your definition of success is for a film.
In fact, dialogue writer of Drishyam, Upendra Sidhai, has said that Tabu made my dialogues sound better. A monologue delivered by her in second half is one of the finest works of his career. That's what he's saying.
My God.
Ah,
So you have a monologue in second half. That's what he's saying, which is like really something.
When you talk
Kajol
about what
cinema.
I have done. Huh?
Audio cinema. I'm honored. That's a huge compliment. There's a huge, long, very long
Right.
pages and pages that they had given to me.
Right.
They're nice lines that I think any actor would like to say and speak. It also sums up the film in some
Entire
way.
film, yeah.
Absolutely. You play Ajay Devgn's wife in the movie, but Kajol, his real wife, she has this to say about that. He's very quiet. He speaks extremely less. And she has also called him in an interview Babaji, that a lot of these people, they come to him for advice somehow.
Babaji.
So what is your, is he like, do you have
I have
problem-
never given her any advice, have I?
has he given any advice?
Or I must have given lots.
It's just both are fun and entertaining to hang with, because it's lovely to listen to their stories about how long they've known each other.
Right.
And whatever conversations I've had with Ajay, they were interesting.
Right.
He is very well informed. and you can have a conversation about anything and everything. So that's interesting.
Right.
And there's always something more to know, and it's fun to share.
I think his advice also does not come across as advice. Maybe one-liners ऐसे होते हैं कि you understand कि अच्छा क्या बोलना चाहिए और क्या करना चाहिए.
Ha, it's
You
okay.
could be fretting about something, and you just say it in one line and like put everything in perspective.
But also this film was like that. It's mostly, I know, at least for me, every film, there are days which are easy, there are days which are chill. This every day there was something very serious. So every day there's something very intense.
Right.
So, you always, and it was fun. I had a great time being Nandini. So, yeah, we were working.
Kajol has said wonderful things about you in that interview.
She obviously
how
she's
do
my
you?
wife, so she doesn't have a choice.
But how do you react when you call like a Babaji? Had you ever imagined that someone will call you?
No, not exactly, but I know what she meant. So, yeah, like if there are a lot of people who come to me if they are in a situation too, and they believe that usually I can guide them right, but when it comes to myself, I can't guide myself right. So it doesn't. So
Did she say that?
really
People
work.
know
Whatever he
that
says.
he'll bail them out, he'll
Right.
help them out, he'll do something, he'll stand by them. So
Right.
they'll always go to him because they know, like I know it. Even if I call him at 3 in the morning and say, "Kaisa ho gaya? I need your help,"
Ji.
so he will do what is needed to be done. So that way, he is the Babaji.
Your character, when it's there in the police station, I think there's a very interesting moment the way you're explaining the entire thing to the police inspector. How much of subtlety have you tried to bring into your character?
Yeah, I think Nishi wanted it very real, and everybody is very subtle in the film.
We tried as much, and it's a very, all the characters in the film are very real. They're very relatable. There's something very organic about them. And there's no one right, there's no one wrong. It's just the situation and how they deal with it,
Ji.
which talks a lot more about them. I tried to be as subtle as I could, and so that it's something that I can blend in and people understand better.
You guys are collaborating with Vishal Bharadwaj and Gulzar Saab I think because they've done the music. A very interesting sort of music score as well. Carbon Copy is beautifully written.
Yeah, the film didn't demand a lot of songs, did not demand any kind of, the so-called safe item songs or safe numbers where maybe fast-paced romantic and things like this. So it was a challenge, I'm sure, for Vishal and for Gulzar Saab to write something different. And as always, I think Gulzar Saab, you don't need to say anything about the way he's changed with times and the way he's. I think he's the only person who can use carbon copy in a song.
Exactly.
Right,
so it's a very nice.
And Vishal balances it very well. So I think the combination is lethal.
Right. What about you? You had a long association with Gulzar Saab.
Yeah.
Both as a director as well as writer.
Yeah, he's been part of my growing up. Actually, he's like a father figure to me. He still is, and we keep asking him to make another movie, but he just does not want to. It's a pity that I don't know when he'll make a film again, but there's so much to learn, and I actually started having a lot of faith in my own writing after he read it, and he used to encourage me to write. So I've got into the habit of writing largely because of him.
Ji.
And his use of life experiences that translate into work is just beautiful, I think.
So we've taken a bit of a rapid fire actually. Since you come up with smart answers, so I thought we'll start with you first of all, sir. Apparently in Drishyam, your character it gets ideas after seeing films. Okay, so the first one is one important lesson you've learned after watching a film.
Important lesson I've learned after watching a film? No, there's no such lesson that I've learned after watching a film. Yeah, whatever lessons I've learned is about filmmaking from watching a film. That what to do and what not to do.
Okay. Will you show Drishyam to Mohanlal?
I would love it if he sees it, and if he can, then I would love to show it to him. We've worked together, we've known each other, and you know.
Right. You don't see many of your films. Will you see Drishyam, or have you already seen it?
I've already seen
You've
Drishyam.
seen it. What do you think of it?
I think it's fabulous.
Right. Okay. Worst rumor you've heard about yourself, sir?
Worst rumor?
Yeah.
Oh, there are 200,000. I don't even remember, and I don't want to remember also.
Will you sign a film that has a great script but has loads of night scenes? Apparently you don't like shooting.
No.
Yeah, that.
No.
Golmaal 4 or Singham 3, which film most probably would be out first?
Working on both the scripts, let's see which one excites us more.
Sir, what is your honest first reaction when media asks you about your meeting with Shah Rukh Khan in Bulgaria?
Oh God.
You had too much of
I
it?
am tired of listening.
It was over exaggerated, and I think it's a very simple thing. Two colleagues meet and they talk, and what's wrong with that? So it was like, when I saw the picture myself, I was like, oh God, now I'm doing interviews and everybody's gonna ask me this question.
Okay. When you were told to drop an A from your surname, Devgn, you made it. So what was your reaction when you were asked that, if you could?
My mother wanted me to, and I was like, okay, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does not change anything anyways.
Great. All right. Thank you, sir. So Tabuji will have the next one with you. He's done pretty well actually, so you need to...
He's very good with all these things.
Okay.
We only get complicated.
Okay, a film of Ajay Devgn of recent past that you wished you were a part of.
Company.
Okay. Besides Ajay Devgn, who do you think you formed a great pair with?
Oh my God. Irfan,
Okay. All
Mr.
right.
Bachchan.
Yeah. Chini Kamal is fabulous. Hottest Bollywood actor from the new crop of actors?
ये सब मेरे साथ spot pull मत करो.
No
please,
problem.
Please.
Okay, a film that you regret doing. A film that you regret. Is there any film that you regret doing?
Yeah, but I don't want to take names.
Named. Okay.
See, with women, this spot pull is very bad because
No.
we are always diplomatic.
When I'm honest, they're like cool. When you're honest, bitch.
अच्छा ऐसा
Bitch?
बोली?
when men are honest, they're like, क्या?
Wow,
What?
so यार क्या यार
Such an honest
निडर
guy.
यार, एकदम डरता नहीं किसी
मतलब-
से यार.
He looks good and he speaks also his mind.
That's an interesting conversation actually, to be honest. Can you be ruthless in real life like IG Meera Deshmukh?
I wish I could.
Okay.
Yeah, either will feed them halim and biryani.
But I'm sure if situation arrives like in the film, I mean,
Maybe for my family I can.
of course.
Okay, your reaction when your relatives insist you should get married or when they recommend men for matrimony?
नहीं.
A director you are dying to work with?
Can't take on single names like that. यार list लंबी है. हाँ.
But
मतलब
any names that is too diplomatic.
too much.
Okay. Is there a biopic you'd love to do? If yes, whose biopic you'd love to be a part of?
थी यार.
अपनी बनवा ले.
अपनी ही बनवा लूंगी मैं. See, good
And
friends
who-
always.
like
are
you'll
good
star in
friends.
yourself or you'd want someone else to?
No.
All right, so
Shriya Kapoor.
So I think Ajay Devgn is still winning. So Shriya Saran, you have to try it out.
Come on.
100% I'll lose.
Okay, I think in Drishyam you try to. I think you're into wearing heels or something, and you.
Eh?
Yeah. Okay, so do you love wearing heels in real life?
Hate them. I think men design them to torture us,
Alright.
but I still have to wear them because
She's
my
wearing
designer
them.
will hate
See.
me.
Yeah.
Till down karo, bhaiya.
My designer will hate me if I don't.
Do you think you're a crazy shopaholic like your character in Drishyam?
No, I'm not. I hate to shop. I think it's part of my work, but I hate to shop.
But women generally like shopping.
No, I
Not
hate
all
to
women
shop.
though.
Not all. Okay.
I
You like
rather
to
do travel and see a new place
Right.
than go spend time in a mall.
Cool. Any prank played by Mr. Ajay Devgn on Drishyam sets? actually?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
Kuch nahi. But we did hear about a lot of pranks, but nothing happened.
Great. Craziest fan experience you've ever had?
Not really. Like there was a guy who came and literally pinched my ass in front of a temple, but that's about it. But I don't think that's being a fan. That's being an ass. But I don't know. Nothing really.
But she's saying interesting stuff.
Yeah, sorry.
Honestly, this is interesting stuff. Okay, a Bollywood actor you're dying to romance.
This is interesting.
Yeah. In the sense, actually, you're being honest. Actually, you're being honest about it. And
The
you're using
Bollywood actor.
Yeah, you're dying to romance.
I would
on
live
screen.
to romance many people, not dying
Okay,
to.
if you
but
like to
all
live
of
to-
them.
all of them.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is like diplomatic as well. She's happy.
एक पिक्चर हर एक के साथ करने
course.
का. Why not?
Okay, so if you have to react in just one word to the following, so how would you do that? Ajay Devgn. That's like an expression, actually.
One word? How do I sum up someone in a word?
Quiet.
Quiet. Yeah. Brilliant actor, intriguing. Yeah, intriguing and a brilliant actor.
Okay, a Tabu.
Warm, very warm, and
बस one word
and a
हो
brilliant
गया.
actor and a good actor, of course.
Okay, Nishikant Kamath.
Shant. Yeah, he'll understand. If he's watching it, he'll understand. He's Shant.
Okay,
But,
Rajnikant.
But super organized.
रजनीकांत.
Nishikant,
sorry,
super
sorry.
organized.
Okay, Rajnikant.
Simplicity.
Super.
Biggest.
Superstar and simplicity.
Superb ना ये.
Fantastic.
Very
So I think she has done pretty
You're
well.
so
I think
lucky, you
Ajay Devgn has
Touch
one
wood,
hands
yeah.
down actually.
Yeah.
So, in fact, एक hamper आपके घर पे पहुंच जाएगा. So thank you.
Award.
Abhi.
पहले हैम्पर में है क्या क्या वो बताना.
नहीं, सर, अच्छा होगा सर.
बिस्किट चॉकलेट मत भेजना.
जी, बिल्कुल.
ये नहीं
हम लोग सब
खाएंगे.
डाइट में.
All right. So we've taken some questions from fans as well. We have too many of them. Let's take a few of them. This is Ishwar from Hyderabad. Any update on Singham and Golmaal sequels?
We're working on both the scripts. Let's see which one works out first.
Okay, this is for Shriya Saran. Hridoy Talukdar from Dhaka, Bangladesh. How are you feeling to work with Ajay Devgn? Did you dream that to work with him? In the sense, was it your dream to work
Say
with
yes.
Ajay
Yeah. I've always dreamed to work with you, Ajay.
See.
I'm a big fan of Ajay Devgn.
Must be.
Yeah.
Must be, in fact.
No, seriously, yeah.
एक हैम्पर आपके घर भी पहुंच जाएगा.
This is Ravan from KSA, I think, Saudi Arabia. RAWAN. What were some of the reactions of the lady cops after seeing you in Drishyam trailer?
You have to
They have still not seen the film. I hope that I get good reactions from them. I hope they feel that I've justified their, profession, and I
Right.
hope they don't beat me after seeing the film.
They will like.
Right. In fact, there's a scene.
Identify.
There's a scene in the movie where I think you instruct that घर वालों को मतलब पीटना भी if it is required. So there was a lot of steel in the way you were saying it.
Yeah, because that's actually part of my introduction scene.
जी.
When you see the film, you'll understand that she's interrogating two hardcore criminals
जी.
for something
Right.
that they have done against the police force.
Right.
So that is something that she cannot tolerate.
Right.
Because her police force is something that is most dear to her, and the respect and the dignity of police force she cannot compromise on.
No, absolutely.
So she's interrogating two criminals for, playing dirty with the police force. So she'll do
Absolutely.
anything to have them
जी,
beaten.
बिल्कुल. This is Jairam from Nepal for Ajay Devgn. All actors come to Nepal, but Ajay sir has still not come. Please tell
I
to
have
come
been to
once.
Nepal when I was a kid. I have not been there after that. I would love to come. I would love to plan a film there, in fact.
Yeah, I wanna. Yeah, I love Nepal.
Let's all go.
Stunning.
Nepal tourism. Okay. This is Sandeep from California. What are the similarities and differences working with superstar Rajnikant and Ajay Devgn?
Re baap, re baap.
Oh God.
There's no comparison.
Similarity, yeah, no. Similarity is they both are extremely punctual. They both are extremely kind to the entire set. Like that's what I admire about Rajni sir as well. That the way he talks to a spot boy, it's the same way he'll talk to everyone. It's just the same level of respect for everyone, which I see with him as well. I've never seen Ajay shouting at anyone or being rude, or he comes for work, finishes his work, quietly goes home. So I think that's huge. They both have some interesting work that they both have done. Rajni sir also has played different kinds of roles over the years, so has he. And they both make actors extremely comfortable when they're working with them. Khatam. अब
Fantastic.
differences क्या ढूंढ
जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
Differences इनका नाम अजय उनका नाम रजनी
हैम्पर
सर
सर बनता है मतलब
अब तो पहुंच ही जाएगा
है ना? मैं तो मतलब इतनी बड़ी लूजर हूँ ना, मुझे कभी कोई हैम्पर नहीं मिला है,
मुझे भी कोई नहीं मिलता।
नहीं सर
पैम्पर भेजते हो
ये पैम्पर कर ले काफी है।
This is Preeti from Toronto. For you, how does it feel to complete 30 years in the industry?
I feel really old, but I don't.
Oh, why don't they
Yeah,
always
absolutely.
talk like that? They don't say 20 years and being a doctor field or
Yeah.
40 years being a politician. They don't say all of that. हम actors को ही क्यों बोलते हैं?
Age.
but I
No,
think
but it's
no, but
primarily-
I think it's to our
cool.
credit. It is
Yeah,
cool, obviously.
that we've lasted so
I mean,
long.
Yeah, lasted
of course,
so
I was
long
a child
and
artist.
grown.
Yeah,
They're
so that way
calculating
it
since
makes
I was a
sense.
child
Yeah.
artist, but it's okay. I mean, it doesn't feel like 30 years.
No, absolutely. It doesn't look like at all actually. Okay, this is Hero Keswani from Mumbai for sir. Your reaction on clash of Shivai and Ae Dil Hai Mushkil. Diwali next Diwali both.
I
are
only
scheduled.
know about Shivai.
Right.
I'm working on Shivai,
Abhi
and
se?
I'm going to release Shivai, and it doesn't really matter that there are no clashes. I mean, everybody has the right to announce their film on the same date, and if both are good, both will work. Whichever is better will work.
Sir, Salman has said recently that Rais and Sultan, they are scheduled for next year Eid. He's saying that basically the government should open more cinema halls, because if there are more cinema halls, there will be more screens and
Of course.
big films can
That,
release.
see, more screens means more business. I would only
That's true.
disagree on one thing, that it's just not the government. It is also the film industry who should take this initiative. But yes, we need a lot of support from the government. Without that, it's not possible, because you know the land prices and things like this, and it has to be feasible also.
This is Nisa from Singapore. What roles of Ajay Devgn does she like in comedy, Dawn, cop, or intense?
Well, he's done all those genres, but like I really like one of his films called Raincoat, which is like, I thought it was beautiful. It was really nice. I thought it was a stunning film. Zakhm, and even comedy, he has a great comedy timing. So I don't think I can pick like that.
Right. So everything.
And I think if an actor has done a variety of roles, you should just like appreciate and respect that.
This is Final Seta from Mumbai for you. Did you speak to Rekha after taking up the role of?
Let's not get all these controversial
Acha.
questions.
This is Radhika from Delhi. There's news that Fitur will be shot in Poland instead of Kashmir. What's the truth behind it?
We don't know. But the Kashmir part is done. We don't have to go back to Kashmir. And Poland is not the replacement for Kashmir in the film.
Okay, so there's a new sort of thing will be there.
Yeah, we'll know in 2 weeks.
Sure. And what are the other films that you signed or you're planning as such?
There's a film called Missing with
Right.
Manoj Vajpayee,
Correct.
and then there's Fitur. That's it.
So finally, if you guys can just say your most fond memory of shooting Drishyam, and if you can just wrap it up.
I don't have a fond memory, but we all did have a good time, and we all chilled, and I was happy, because it's very important that everybody in the unit gels well together. One person can spoil the whole atmosphere, and it was perfect here, and we didn't even realize when the film got over.
Great. What about you?
It was, while I was shooting for Drishyam, it was a good feeling to get up in the morning and go for work. It felt good to be on set. It felt good to wear my outfit. It felt good to be someone else. It felt good to just be part of this film. So I'm happy. I think that's the best reward you can get as an actor. When you feel just happy about doing what you're doing.
You've always been part of like very strong written roles, and that is something that you always excel whenever you're having like a very nicely written role. So what do you think is in the writing of Drishyam that really fascinated you in a way?
That each character has been defined, very well defined. Actually, and with it so beautifully gels with the story, and that my character, especially my character, it's fantastic to see a character like that being written for a woman, you know, such an aggressive character. It could have been a man, might as well been a man.
I think the emotion would go.
Emotion and all of that. So it's beautifully written film.
Beautifully written film, fantastic.
Yep.
So what is the duration like?
I think 2.5.
2.5 hours.
The original and all are above 3, I guess.
Okay. All right, so thank you very much for being on BollywoodHungama, and looking forward to Drishyam for sure and all your future ventures. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all we have from BollywoodHungama. Keep on watching.
Hi, this is Faridoon Shahryar. For the most interesting celebrity interviews, do subscribe to BollywoodHungama. Keep on watching.